Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, we're going to be taking a look at a bit of flip.
Audio.
Flip.
Audio.
It's a brand new AUV3 plugin from AudioThing. And we're going to get down to it right about now. Hello. How are you all going? I'm Jade. Welcome to How to App on iOS. It's a very nice day, isn't it? You doing good? Welcome to our Walt Warriors as well. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat and do the things. I've clearly woken up in an odd mood today. Hello, Michael Songs. Tomorrow, folks, Michael Songs is my special guest here on the show. The man, the myth, the legend, dressed for success. He's coming on the show tomorrow, and we're going to force him. We're going to tie the guitar down. We're going to hold it down. We're going to hold him down in a chair long enough to have a chat with us. So hopefully you can come and join us for that. Very excited to have Michael on the show and find out a little bit about the man behind the man who stands. All right? So, all joking aside, no, I'm very excited to have Michael on the show and have a chat. Yeah? So hopefully you can come be here for the show. It's going to be really rad. Falcro, what's going on? Caught your show yesterday. Very brave, Falcro, very brave. I'm looking forward to continuing on the story. I have to go buy a chair. Hello, Ed B. Metal, and hello, George. Hello, Ron from Wolfstone Studio, if I can even say it. Joe Glenn, hello to you. Pookie Ann, what's going on, beautiful? We've got, who else do I see? I saw right up there. We've got Brad. Look at Brad. Brad's lurking. Brad's got all the emojis. Chad Freeman's lurking around too. We got Hugh Caldwell. There's Hugh. Hello, Hugh. Good to see you. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Yeah. Welcome, Greg O'Sullivan's yawning. I feel your yawn today, Greg. I absolutely feel your yawn. I could have stayed in bed a lot longer. A lot longer. Who is that? Who is absolutely skull Bradley? Skull effing me again. You evil little man. All right. Let's, hey, Riff Room, what's happening? Good to see you. Let's cover a couple of things that are coming up on the channel. As I aforementioned, Michael Songs tomorrow at this time, at usual time. And we'll spend a couple of hours hanging out with Michael, playing some of his music, finding out who he is. Should be a rollicking time. I'm very excited. Also, let me tell you about a couple of shows coming out for this weekend and into early next week because I'm way ahead of things. The day after, we're back with the update, episode 3, because it's Black Friday coming up. And I'm going to run through all of the current things that are on sale in the App Store. There's a lot of them on sale. There's so many things already on sale. And we're going to talk about them, talk about some updates of apps that I haven't been able to cover because, you know, the apposphere, it moves very quickly indeed. This weekend, got some performances and some rants that hopefully you'll come and join me for. A little bit heavy, all right? But it's only once a year this happens. So hopefully you'll come and join me. The opening hour this week is going to be something a little bit heavy. I'm going to be singing original songs this weekend. No Slayer, no covers and stuff. I'm going to be singing a selection of my own songs because it's the one day a year where the trans community come out and we count the dead. We count how many of us have been slaughtered for no reason. It's a really morbid day for the community, and I do it every year. I talk about it every year. So, this isn't, I'm not trying to indoctrinate people or anything like that. It's just, shouldn't happen. So, on this week's opening hour, I'll be singing a bunch of songs. So please come and join me for that. And the rant this week is probably going to be super heavy. So last week we talked about the music industry. It was really lighthearted and stuff. But this week we're continuing on because the actual day of remembrance falls for me here in Australia on this day. And this is going to be the subject. So there you go. All right, let's get out of it. Don't want to get too down or anything, but we're taking a look today at Things Flip EQ by AudioThing. And we'll get into that in a second. I just want to let you know also a little bit of an update that today, again, yes, filming kicks off for Walk With Me episode 11, which will be played tomorrow before the interview with Michael Song. So I will be out filming today. There's only 10 episodes left of this series. If you can stomach another 10 more episodes of me walking around talking a load of gibberish. But I want to report to you right now, if you have been enjoying that series, it will be continuing on in December with 4 episodes called Walk With Me in Melbourne. And I'm going to be going to 4 of Melbourne's most amazing places and taking you around these truly beautiful places in Melbourne. So hopefully you can join us for that. And then let me make the announcement now. Yesterday I spent the day booking my itinerary for March next year. And Walk With Me will be going to Thailand for 2 weeks in March. Very exciting stuff. Booking this holiday, this trip, this content that you're going to see. You're going to see the entire trip, Walk With Me in Thailand. And I will be taking you to Pat Pong, the sex district. I will be taking you to Chiang Mai. And the whole concept of this show, the Walking With Me, will be I'll be walking and writing an entire song in Thailand in 2 weeks, in a strip club, on the back of an elephant, on a gondolier on a river, at a beach. I'll be all over the place. I'll be in Thailand, so in Bangkok, Chiang Mai and Pattaya for 2 weeks. And hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the content that comes out. It's going to be cool. You should see what I've got booked. I was sitting up yesterday planning all the hotels, planning the flights. It's going to cost a lot of money. But you know what I'm saying? We got, what have we got? 1, 2, we got 3 months to save up. Jesus. Let me just fix my camera for a second. There we go. There we go. We're back. Hello, Scars and Shadows. Feisty Feather, what's happening? Yeah, I'm taking you along. Heather. Jim, good to see you, my friend. All right, now Thomas will be up next with You Rock, I hope, because I haven't seen Thomas all week. I've heard nothing from him. Poor Thomas, his work hours have changed and he's not getting to spend the time with us. So hopefully he's all good, fingers crossed. But let's get into the app today. Jump over here to the Beat community. We are taking a look. Yuri Turov's got apps on offer. Look at there's so many sales. Beep Street price drops for Combustor. Audio Brewers just dropped last night. AB Phaser and AB Phaser X and I already have them and we'll be looking at them next week. Pure Piano, Pure Upright Piano are on sale. 4Pocket's got a huge number of apps on sale. Synthmaster, Octocron, Versant. I mean, everything's on sale at the moment. It is happening. And we're not even there yet at Black Friday. So there's going to be a heap of things on sale. Synthesizer, we took a look at that on the show. Great app, that's on sale. Shroom Synthesizer, Velvet Machine, another killer app. Pure Piano, Pure Upright, MIDI Layers, Synthmaster. There's so many apps coming on sale, but we'll cover that in a couple of days' time. Today we're looking at AudioThing's Flip EQ, and it's only $2. I want my $2. $2. $2. I'm sure some people remember that movie. Anyway, so this is only $2. And when I first saw it, I was like, this doesn't look very complicated. And what could I do with this that would be interesting? And then I opened it up and found a shitload of uses for it. And it's quite exciting, actually. So it's interesting with AudioThing apps because sometimes they're, made by Heinbach and they're all crazy and off the wall. And then you see something like this, which is an EQ shifter, and you think, really? It just shifts EQ? But then you have a play with it and go, hang on, for $2, that's pretty neat. So we'll get into it in a second. Here at the audiothing.net website, you can also get this on Mac and PC. It's $9. You go nice and cheap. It will go up. So I think, let me check, is this a sale price? It may be a sale price. I don't know. Let's have a look. Yes, it is a sale price. It will go up to $4.99 November 30. So, yes, be aware. It will go up. You lurk away, Pookie. Lurk to your heart's content. Procreate Shine is out today. Yes, I'm on it. I'm on it. Don't worry, I'm on it. So, there we go. So, this will go up November 30, just so you are aware. Good deal. Boom. Boom to the boom. Right on. Good deal. I'm going to open up a project here. Now, this project, it's a bit dear to me, this one. This is something I used in a project for Beat Cutter ages ago. And then I went and dug this beautiful project up, and I actually used this at the end of my Utensils Dread Circus song with all the clowns. This is the last bit of the song. So I thought I'd whack this in here and put some flip EQ on it and create some madness. So I'm going to hit the mute button on myself and destroy your eardrums. Are you ready? Let's do it. Okay, good fun. So you would have seen this thing moving around. Look at it flipping out, doing its thing, being controlled. Let's kill this out of here. And what we'll do is just open something nice and simple. Maybe just a, give me a second here. We'll open a MIDI, we'll open an audio. We'll just grab some synth kind of stuff. Maybe with a scaler, just to keep some chords happening. What do we got? Let's do like a Synthmaster 2. Haven't loaded that up for a while. So what we're doing here, if you've never seen this before, we're sending out scalar to Synthmaster. So we're sending MIDI data from scalar over to Synthmaster. And I'm going to just grab some chords. We're going to choose a style of music. We're going to choose ambient. And we've got some chords here. And I'm going to turn this on so it actually goes. We're going to give it 4 beats and we're going to hook it up to the DAW and hit play. And we got some sound. What we need to do is turn on the repeat. So here is Flip EQ by AudioThing. And we'll go from the left to right of how it kind of all works. As I said, this isn't going to be anything rocket sciencey. Obviously, we're dealing with EQ today. So if you're unaware what EQ, you've got a low end, high end, mids. There's your basic setup for EQ. There's a bunch of presets in here, not too many, nothing too fancy. We'll go through those now. So they're pretty much just some EQ settings. You can save your own. So I might create this one. I can hit save. And that can be found now in my user tab down here. So you've got your factory presets, user presets. Pretty simple stuff. You can bin a preset. You've got a randomization dice. So the more I click it, I'm just going to get random things. We have a lock button, something you find with all AudioThing apps. So if there's something I want to keep, you'll see the screen can change its color, and I can click on these 3 things here, and now they have a little lock on them. So now when I do a dice roll, those won't move. Yeah, and to clean them out, you can come in here and click them all off, click the lock again. Or you can quickly lock all parameters. Hey Rebel Rocker, good to see you. Or you can unlock all parameters. You can also copy and paste. So if you like a setting you have, you can copy it. And you can paste it in. So say we go over here. And I want to copy that previous one in. You can copy. So nice, easy, simple stuff. The manual's here. It's not too hard to understand the manual. And you've got a bypass button, of course. All right, let's clear this out. So you've got an init patch up here, which just cleans everything back to an even keel. And let's talk about the knobs on this thingamajig. Because it is a thingamajig. So we've got our flip control in the middle. And what this does is, you'll see when I turn it, So it does a complete flip from the low end to high end. Double tap, bring it back to the center. Always advised with these apps to, if you're provided with a soft clip, to use it. What does the soft clip do? It enables the soft clip to tame the boost from any EQ, because EQ is volume, right? The way it works is volume. You're adding frequencies. So whenever you see, if I turn this up, the higher end of the spectrum of EQ here has more volume. That's how we hear the difference in that air that's added to it. If we turn this the other way, we're adding volume to the low end. And you notice with the soft clip on, before hear that, we're getting that distortion. And the soft clip just tames it. Make sure you don't like peek out, blow out your stupid ears. Like my stupid ears have been blown out too many times. We've got a boost here. So you can see when we turn that on and off, that really just levels it out. So you definitely want the soft clip on. See, when we take it off, it's grubby. Unless you really want that distorted, terrible over-modulating sound, if it's a stylistic thing, then of course that's the way to go. But you can see when we put on that soft clip, it really reins that in. So we've also got a mode section here. Hey Andy. So this is our mode. And we've got three options in here. We've got a mix, we've got a mid and a side. So let's explain what the mid and side is. Clearly, a mix is a mix of the mid and the side. So these are two different, so there's pretty much two sounds here. I don't know why there we go. Come on, it's not moving for me. There we go. So let's explain what the mid and side is. So let me turn this down a bit. So in a stereo signal, the mid channel is considered as the center, right? So you've got stereo left and right. The mid channel is the center, and it contains both left and right channels of your stereo mix. So boosting the mid channel will result in a more mono sound, where the side channel instead contains the difference between the left and the right channels. So boosting the side channel will give it a wider sound. So you hear that? If I click between them, you should be able to hear in the mid, with the mid turned on, everything's more in the middle. Like that high end that I've turned up, it's right in the middle. If we move it to the side, we've got space now. If you've got headphones on, you can really hear that space. So that high end now has been spread out. Same now with the low end. Bring it back to the mid. Maybe. Let me grab my pencil. So now everything's more back in the center, yeah? Hey, mad musician. Well, we'll get there. So we've got also, well, there's no notch on this, so we don't actually have a notch on this, but what we do have in relation to our, we've got our boost, we've got a high pass. Down the bottom, we'll cut down to the bottom here. So we've got a high pass and a low pass. You've got to turn this on. And you can see now, here's our cuts. And we can pull all that bass out. And this is where it gets interesting. So you kind of can create a notch in a way, right? And then flip it. That sounds wicked, doesn't it? All right, so we've got two different types of, we've got a cutoff and a boost down here. You can mix both of them. Let's bring this one over. So here's our cut. So you can see now that I've got that cut on, when I change the flip, we're not getting as high as what we were. And then if we add the boost, how beautiful is that? Because we've got this side stereo on, the mid to low is getting this stereo width. Really, it's just taken a very simple sound and made it much more complex. Very, you know, I think this is a very clever little app here. And sure, let's not dick around. Can you do this with EQs? Yeah, you can. You can get this kind of sound. But sometimes it's really nice to have something that's just, it does one thing. You've also got a cutoff, of course. Hi, Russ. So down the bottom, we've got our cutoff. Hey, development of a void. Listen to that, man. Yeah, for $2, it's pretty good. Let's add some kind of nice reverb to this. All right, now let me show you some stuff that's really fun to do. So not only, so as you saw me moving it around, you got to do it with your hands. So you can see I'm sitting here with my hands. I'm having to move this thing around to create, let me show you both screens so you can see what's happening. I'm having to move the big knob around. That's what she said, right? To get this kind of effect. Well, you can automate this. Of course you can. You can run an LFO and send it over here. So let's throw a couple of LFOs on here. Just for instance, we'll use MLFO, because we got lots of LFOs we can do this with. So I'm going to open up Flip EQ. So we've added an LFO, just so you know how to do this, into the little MIDI section where scalar is. And we want to send this LFO action over here to Flip EQ. So we're going to go in here to our settings up here, and we're going to find a MIDI source, and we're going to find MLFO, and choose output 1. So that's now connected, but what we also need to do is choose a channel. So I'm going to select none and then pick 1. So this is our MIDI channel. We've got rockin', rightio, and now let's start off by choosing the tilt, because you've got all these knobs you can control with an LFO. So go in and choose our tilt. We'll turn it on. We'll choose CC1 and then we can go into our LFO. We can control the rate, slow it down a bit. Nice. We can bring up the minimum so it doesn't go all the way down, maybe some of the maximum out. Let's show you both so you can see exactly what's happening here. So now the LFO is controlling our big knob, but let's add another one. Let's go in and add. I'm just going to change this out. And we're going to add an extra channel in here. So another CC or another, oh, we don't need another channel. What am I talking about? Dickhead. We're going to add maybe the cutoff. And we'll send this to CC2. So we'll choose our second LFO. So now you can see the cutoff's now doing a crazy thing, and let's try something different. Let's create like a random. So now we've got a couple of LFOs controlling the cutoff. Oh, we did have. Where'd it go? Oh, yeah, there it goes. So cutoff is moving around. We can go further. Let's add maybe the, what do we got? We'll add the high pass. Let's grab another LFO. So now, look at this. I didn't set that up right, did I? Number 3, we've got to go in here. We've got to choose CC3. And now we've got, and we can slow down this next LFO. So you can see this is the rate that we're going here with the LFO. Beautiful. Ed B wants to pass on cutting off his knob. It's a beautiful thing. Look at that go. Let's add some drums. going to slow this tempo down. There we go. Let's add a flip EQ in here. Now we've already got the LFO connected, so we're good. We're just going to add a simple tilt. What do we want? Channel 1, CC4. Slow this right down. Okay, my friends, it's that time of the show where I need to take care of business while this is playing. So chill. We have to run an ad. If you want to avoid the ads, you can purchase YouTube Premium. I'm going to run the ad now. Boom. We'll close out by opening this up in Logic, and we'll do some automation with it as well. Let's add like a little bass line in here, then we'll jump over and sort it out. I'm just going to go in here. Yeah, don't want to rate it. I'm going to hit perform. I'm going to create we're going to find just a quick bass line. Bass. We'll do just a common, what do we got? Let's just do a melodic bass. I don't know what that's going to sound like. We'll grab something like King of Bass. And shoot this over here. Maybe. That's subby. That's fun. You get the idea of what we're doing with this. So let's get out of here and we'll clear this. Let's jump over to Logic, make something really quickly, show you how to automate with it. Pretty much the same deal as what we did yesterday with Transit. So we'll create some drums, kick off with some drums. Shall we? I think we shall. We'll close that. Let's just find... We'll find some loops. We'll do some drum loops. What have we got in the loops department? Oh, I kind of like this one. I've got to add this in another channel. All right. We'll drag this out a little bit. Give it some bars. So obviously we'd add in here we've got things in here now. So, but we don't need to add like an LFO in here because we can automate the shit out of this. Let's bring this back to the center. Bring this down here. So I'm going to go into automation, which you can find up here. And you can send automation to anywhere you want in Logic. So we've got things. We can send it to the tilt. And we can start drawing in with a pencil or our finger. So you can see now that is automated. Not only that, we can add another one. So you can see what's down here. This is the one that's being used, but we can go in here and add something else. So I could go in and say, let's do the low pass. And now it gives us the opportunity to use a second line in here. So I can draw in some dots. I love this. Why are you not letting me do any more? You're not? For some reason, I took my iPad off the thing last night. There we go. We'll just leave this. So we'll have a scale going up. So now we've got our low pass. Let's turn it on down here. And we have our low pass slowly building. We can add another one if we want. We can go in, add another things. We can do a high pass. So now we've got 3 of these connected to 3 different lines of automation. All happening at once, and you can see all these are moving along doing their thing. So really easy to automate stuff. Let's add an effect in there as well, maybe. We're going to automate the cutoff now for this. Now remember, you can draw things in as well with this. We can choose to curve these. You've got plenty of options for automation. So you can square things out. Create whatever you want with automation. And you can see when we open up flips, the flip EQ, you can see what's going on here. We've got a flip happening. We've got our cutoff doing a little bit of magic. And we can add some side to this. Let's change the side out. So here that's gone really mono. Now we got a stereo for this curve. Wonderful. Pretty neat, yeah? So don't look at it just like a static flip EQ. I mean, really good if you wanted to just use it to flip. I mean, but really cool stuff if you really want to get in there and automate some things and get some kind of interesting EQ happening. Controls aren't too hard to deal with. Easy to save presets. Not complex at all. Just another way to make interesting sounds and spice up your sounds. So that is a bit of a surprise. I have to admit, when I said at the start of the show, I opened it up the first time, I'm like, oh, so it just flips EQ. And then I started messing around with all the automation and LFOs and stuff, and wicked. Great stuff. Yeah, I agree, Russ. Really useful. And many vibes. Good stuff. All right. So we are going to end today, and I'm going to send you over to Thomas Christ. He's got U-Rock. I hope he's going to be there. But we've got today's featured artist to get through. And once again, I'm going to remind you of what is coming up tomorrow. All that jazz, I know. It's boring advertising. Michael Songs will be with us tomorrow. We'll find out about his music, who he is, the man behind the snazzy clothing, yeah? And the really beautiful, awesome, soulful music. Thanks, Brad, for once again skull me. Okay, there will be a walking show tomorrow before Dressed for Success. Walk with me will be back in the morning or tomorrow, just before this. So don't worry, it'll be back. I had a couple of days off, many vibes, to do some things, and yeah, he is a real stand-up guy. Oh, he's a stand-up guy. I get it. So that is that. And yes, let's just quickly go through. So the day after, we're doing take a look at, of course, all of the Black Friday sales that are happening, coming up. Yes, good deal. And then a special opening hour for Trains Remembrance Day. Hopefully you can come and join me for this. It's going to be emotional. Very emotional. All right. And then we're closing out the rant with, on Monday, pretty simple. Stop killing us. Come along to find out what I'm talking about. You'll be disgusted. All right. Today's featured artist is none other than Hetriani. He has done a cover of a Gary Hubbs song called Hardball. Also, he just dropped a song on streaming services. So there's a link pinned up the top there to Hetriani on streaming services. He just, with Matt 7, he's dropped a Metallica cover with Matt 7, Master of Puppets, and it's fucking sick. But today we're going to listen to Gary Hubbs, his cover of Gary Hubbs. He's got the clipboard, he's got everything. This is Hardball. It's it's Gary Hubbs, so it's good. And it's Hetriani doing a cover of it, so it's even better. Sorry, Gary. Let's get into some fucking metal. Yeah, and I'll see you over at Thomas's before I go to my walk, because I've got to head out for my walk today. Alrighty, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. And we'll all rise together. Oh, yeah, hang on. So the flip EQ is $1.99 till November 30. Okay? All right, let's Oge. Yeah. Bye.
longer empathize with the blade and the fellow man. Get a blink as it's in common with the gland. Stigmatize, divide, sanitize, distract them with the other. Damn me if I do, damn me if I don't. Hang me if it's true, tie me up in knots. What else can I do? What else have I got? How do we get through? Find the weakest spot. Flashing contradictions, punishing the victim, striking while the iron's hot. Fracture against the system, pride the cataclysm, shaking like it's all you've got. Fear, let's make it disappear. We hold the cards are ours, and now the box starts here. You get that loud and clear. We need a signal from the back that you can hear. Disrupt the structure, rupture, upper class. Improve the future while acknowledging the past. Cause as long as we're afraid, we're all just volunteers. So we tell them we can't hear them when they whisper in our ears. Damn me if I do, damn me if I don't. Hang me if it's true, tie me up in knots. What else can I do? What else have I got? How do we get through? Find the weakest spot. Yeah! Flashing contradictions, punishing the victim, striking while the iron's hot. Fracture against the system, ride the cataclysm, shaking like it's all you've got. That's all you've got. That's all you've got. That's all you've got. That's all you've got. Hey, don't let it motivate. Freedom to right, so fight. We will determine our fate. Dare to elaborate? Let me put this in a way you can relate. Disrupt, destruction, rupture, upper class. A little flex before we knock them on their ass. Gap so wide we won't hesitate. Keep going, visit the house behind the gate. Damn me if I do, damn me if I don't. Hang me if it's true, tie me up in knots. What else can I do? What else have I got? How do we get through? Find the weakest spot. Flashing contradictions, punishing the victim, striking while the iron's hot. Yeah! Crash against the system, ride the cataclysm, shaking like it's all you got. That's all you got. That's all you got. That's all you got. That's all you got.
We'll all rise together, 'cause you make me shine better.